Welcome to another episode of the Post Up. Once again, you know who I am. It's Yells. I'm here with my man B Ron. We got a special guest. B Ron, take it away.
First of all, good morning, Yells. Thank you for joining me as always. I appreciate it. Well, me joining you, whatever it is. We're both here.
We're here.
Anyway, you know who else is here? We got Jay Laster of the Yacht Club with us this
Oh
morning.
boy.
Jay, good morning. How are you doing?
Morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm doing good, and I appreciate y'all having me on the show today.
Oh
Wonderful.
man. VA's in the
Fantastic.
house, huh?
All day, every day.
BA Miami's in the house this morning with us. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. So, a couple of questions for you so we can get this thing rolling here. Speaking of Miami and Virginia, your brother Marcus is coaching you at the yacht club. Tell me, what is your relationship with him like, and what kind of impact has he had on how you view basketball and how you play the game and how you approach the game in general?
He's like, I want to say about 10 years older than me. He always took me under his wing. He was a all-state recruit. He went to UVA. Even when he stopped playing, he always had time, made time for me.
Mm.
Hmm.
Him and my father, they taught me the game, but he brought me over to UVA when they had their camps and all that. And when he came to the yacht club, it was a no brainer for me to join SimWorld and join the team with my brother.
Are you crashing with him down there in Miami, or are you going back and forth to VA?
No, I'm staying down there with my bro.
All right.
Smart, smart. It's a long drive. Or short
Yes.
flight, whatever. Second question I have for you is right now, who would you say is your biggest influence on your play style? Could be a current NBA player, former NBA player. Doesn't have to be a pro athlete. It could have been someone else in your personal life. But who would that be?
I'm gonna give two answers. Of course, my brother was one. Seeing him play in high school and college. But the other one, surprisingly, is Brandon Roy. Um,
Oh.
It's a
my,
good
my
pick. I like Brandon Roy.
well,
Good pick.
my pops, he always have had us watch film and watch games, and I seen some of the his older games. I know when he was healthy in his prime, he was awesome, and I want to say that one game. He always been hurt, and I think he dropped like 50 that one game.
Mm. I remember.
So like a lot of the stuff, I kind of took from him.
I'm a Rockets guy, Jay. So I remember him giving us the blues repeatedly. I see a lot of you. I see the influence majorly, man. When we see you, we were able to pick up or watch some of the pickup games and see you in the tournaments. You know, not I don't want to take anything away from you athletically or anything like that, but the skill and the footwork. It's like it looks effortless. It doesn't look like you're exerting a whole lot of energy to try and blow past someone. It's just all craftiness and buckets. So I definitely see the influence in his game, man. So
Yeah,
Absolutely, absolutely. Go ahead, Jay.
just being around basketball, the game, it comes to me effortlessly. With my pops, was playing, around the world and, was coaching with my brother. And then, obviously, watching Brandon Roy and all that, it's just, and then putting the work in, it just comes naturally to me. Like, I don't have to, exert my speed always
Right.
as
yeah,
to,
you play at your own pace. Yeah, I feel it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Make the game come to you versus the other way around.
and I got Dominique there too, so I don't have to do all the running.
Yeah,
But
you
yeah,
got a thoroughbred
absolutely.
on there. That's right.
Absolutely. I have one more question for you before we wrap up this part of the show. Uh, any goals for your first season with the yacht club?
I want to say how we've been playing, how we've been gelling. Um, I know last year, they made a run in um the tournament, the big tournament, as the
Right, right.
the lower seed.
Yeah.
I want us to get a better seed and advance past what they have. I want to win the Tropic Division too.
Oh, hey,
Okay, so Tropic Division, getting a higher seed in the race to one,
you taking these
and then
notes?
getting past their spot.
You taking these notes, be wrong.
Hey, I got him. I got him.
All right.
Yells, do you have any questions before we move on?
Nah, I'm saving up. I'm saving up a really good one. It's the most important question. I'm gonna hang on to that one. I'm gonna hang on to
Okay,
it.
okay. Fair enough, fair enough. So let's move on to the next part of the show, shall we? Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. So next up, let's talk about how can I? You know what? Perception is everything,
Perception is everything.
or is it? You
Mm,
know, because we have a lot of people joining SimWorld recently over the last few weeks, months, or maybe everyone talks their talk and that kind of stuff. But I want to have a little bit of a discussion here about you know player what is essentially player conduct and how you conduct yourself both on and off the court.
mm.
Yells, you can start this one.
Yeah, man. So I believe perception. I live by perceptions. Everything you've heard me talk about this all the time. So I think someone had posted a thread in our Discord server, and man, what my point was when I commented on that is, when you have a big game, you generally don't have much to say. Your game talks on the court or on the field or whatever it is that you
Mm-hmm.
do. We do know that sports is positioning, right? There's only so many people that are ever going to walk that hardwood in the NBA or whatever level you're trying to get to. So if your game's not all the way there, maybe you do need to say a little something. Maybe you got to talk a little talk. You got to have a little swag to bring those eyes and people make people say, yeah, who is this person? But I say all of that to say there has to be a limit. I mean, there has to be a limit to what you're doing. You can't just pop up. SimWorld Hoops is like the hottest new thing for these young kids and the opportunity for them to shine. You can't
Right.
pop up in this league when no one's heard of you and say, "Hey, I am Kobe Braun Jordan Chamberlain."
Durant.
Like, yeah, Durant. You can't just pop up and just say that out of nowhere. Everybody hasn't seen tapes and footage. Maybe some of the coaches and some of the scouts have seen something, but the vast majority of people may not have heard of you, which is why why SimWorld Hoops had to come about to bring light to some of these other talents. So, in long story short, B-Ron, my opinion of it is, do you, man. We're not gonna say names. Y'all want to get out there. Y'all want to talk. If you don't want to talk, be who you genuinely are. If that's who you are, be who you are. But do know that they come with consequences, good or bad, depending upon what you're doing on the court or on the field. That's all I got on
Uh,
it.
Absolutely. And Jay, what are your thoughts on the whole thing? I know that you're a young kid right now, 17 years old, 16 years old, and there is some wiggle room there, but I want to get your thoughts on it as a player in the current situation dealing with everything.
Hey, and I'll just throw this out there. Jay's been pretty calm, man. We haven't heard a whole lot from
Yeah,
him, and we've
absolutely.
seen it on the court. But this is your big chance, man. You want to get it out there. You want to get off your chest. Do it.
I
Floor
mean,
is yours.
of course, like with the whole, social media thing. I mean, it's okay to, do some of the talk, but we're 15, 16, 17. Comparing yourself to LeBron or Kobe or AI or whatever at this point is crazy to me. Of course, like you can take some of their play or whatever the case may be,
Mhm.
but you got to produce on the court. You
Yeah.
got to train. You know what I mean? You thinking about the NBA, you got to get to college first.
Mm.
Right.
You
Mm-hmm.
know,
Yeah.
it's not Kobe Bryant going straight to the league. So like some of the dudes, like they need to chill out. Some of them, they back their words up. They can back their stuff up, and I salute them. But the others, they just need to chill out.
Hey,
Okay. Fair enough.
B
Fair enough.
Ron. What
Yeah.
you got, B Ron?
Yeah. I was getting there. So look, I understand the players want to come in here and talk their talk. I totally get that. I don't have a problem with that. I don't. However, the problem that I do have is when it comes at what I believe to be the detriment your of your persona around that.
Mm.
Because you can talk a big game. If you can back up, that's great. But at some point, you have to, as Marsh said yesterday, you have to have some semblance of self awareness, humility, whatever it is. If you get beat or even if you win and lose with grace.
Yeah.
That is the whole point of things. I'm not saying that you guys can't come in and talk your talk. By all means, go ahead and do that. But however, also just keep in mind too, we as the media, we are seeing this. We're watching, and not only are we watching, but the SimWorld coaches are watching, and colleges are watching. This stuff will follow you wherever you go,
Mm.
and it
Yeah.
might come back to bite you when it comes time to, find a team to play for in SimWorld or go to college level. You might say, "Hey, I want to go play for USC in California," but they don't want you because you could be too much of a distraction over there.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
And that
So,
may be where you need to go to get the biggest,
right,
the most exposure. But they're like, yo, that's not the chemistry you need for this team. So
right, yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. We had a guy last year, D Woodley.
Oh, oh, D
D
Woodley, Jay,
Wo-
you should have met this guy. I'm not sure if you're, yeah, D Woodley. Go ahead, B Ron.
D
I'm sorry.
Woodley was a character for sure. It's rare that you see a kid of his age release his own signature shoe.
What?
They were dope, man.
His own
Rick
signature
Blades
shoe.
hated on them, but those shoes were dope.
Yeah. But, and D could play. He could play. There's no doubt he could play. But, his I think personally that the reason why he didn't go to a bigger school and is now playing at Jackson State is because of some of those antics off the court. I could be wrong in that. That's just my opinion on it, though.
Yeah, I think he chose that, but I do definitely think his options were limited. B. Ron, I'll agree with you to an extent there, but he
Okay.
definitely he made a choice there to bring some light to the HBCUs, and I respect that. We'll see what
Oh,
he
absolutely,
has to
100%
do
respect that, 100%.
this year. But hey,
Oh,
perception is everything. For you kids, if you think that it's not, then do what you got to do. We'll see where it heads. We'll see where it heads. But Jay, don't you worry. Your game's been talking a big game on the court. So salute to you, sir.
thank you, thank you. I got one more thing
Absolutely.
too. Got one more thing too, and that all
Of
the
course.
players and everything. I don't think it's wise to get into an argument with the media personality. I'm just it can flip anytime on you.
Yeah.
So I'm just like you said, Big Brother's always watching. So y'all just gotta just watch what you say at certain points.
Check,
Or
check it
don't. I
out.
mean, or don't. You have the option too.
Yeah,
Or
Unk in the building with the wiseness.
right.
With the wise, he's in there. Look at that. That
But
wisdom beyond your years. We on the topic 3 here, B. Ron.
yes, yes, we got to get out of here quickly. Three topics. Final one. We saw the Chi-Town Hoopers Invitational first round yesterday. Um,
Mm,
I'll save my thoughts for at the end, like the previous topic.
mm.
So, Jay, why don't you start? You have a chance to catch any of the games last night, and if so, any thoughts, takeaways from them?
yes, I did see some of the games. Um, one takeaway, the first game they had Red playing, and they didn't even like really feed him the ball. Like they had the size. I know it was one other person that they had too. That
Maury
was
Washington.
Maury
yes,
Washington. Yep.
yes, him. Like I know how the roster was constructed or whatever, how they placed, but still y'all had two bigs. They could have threw it inside. They had the size advantage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I take advantage of that.
at Magic, man,
Vincent Magic.
yo, yes, he
Yep.
he, he was something, man. I always I've been impressed by him, so it was great seeing him and then him and Keith and Carter, basically going one on one.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Anybody from the
Absolutely.
games that you if you had your way or in a perfect world where you could pick a roster that you'd want to get them on the team if there was just one guy that you saw in the Chi-Town Invitational. Uh-oh. Put you on the
I
spot.
want, now I want to say I say Magic. Yeah, we we had I would say this, we had Dominic and whatever, but we can move them off the ball. They can share ball handling skills. I mean, it opens up so much more, with Khalid and
Right.
Tyshawn,
Okay.
so
Yeah. I mean, y'all gonna be getting up and down the court. I can imagine you'd want him on your team anyhow, because we know what to expect. You guys are gonna be moving. I know we're gonna see that. Well, look, B-Ron, I'll tell you what I saw. I saw two main things that stuck out like a sore thumb for me. Why the hell would Lorenzo Phenom stay in Detroit and
See,
play for Bad Boys basketball if that's how it's gonna go down? I saw Bo Pagnotti playing like he was, I don't know, Stephon Marbury. He wasn't worried about getting the ball anywhere. I saw a young man by the name of Samuel Bogus getting his thing on. Like I like his game. Huge fan. I didn't see him getting the ball to Lorenzo Phenom as much as you would have expected. And I saw
right.
Owen Pride out there. I don't want to be too tough on these kids, but if you're gonna be out here trying to scrap with one of the star players like he did earlier in the year, I thought he would have done more on the court. I saw some missed layups out there that I should never see from somebody 6'7" or over. So Lorenzo Phenom, if he had 1 foot out the door, I think this game they probably closed the door in his face and asked him to get out. That's how I feel like what I just saw in that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. That was my one takeaway, and my number two. I like to come with the under the radar kind of deal there.
Of course, yeah.
Uh, AG for Benley, and I don't know how under the radar that is, but man, if he's got a jumper or whatever he had that we saw in the game,
Oh,
oh, y'all
Yeah.
might want to watch out. And I'm sorry to tell you, Mr. Laster J. I'm sorry to tell you, you and the rest of SimWorld Hoops y'all might want to be quaking in your boots a little bit if AG for Benley out of Africa has a jumper. That dude had jet packs on. He can jump out the gym, and he is a scary defender. If he added a jumper to the offensive end, it's gonna be scary. So,
yeah,
Yeah,
he was
yeah,
a
yeah.
big reason why Africa ended up winning their tournament last season, their national tournament last season. So yeah, look out for him for sure. Jay, did you have something you want to say before I go here?
Yeah, what Yales was talking about, Lorenzo. I'm watching that game and I was confused as to why they even have him come back and they basically froze him out.
right?
Y'all saw the push at the end of one possession. He got pushed out of bounds and all that.
Oh, oh
I
yeah.
missed that.
But
Yeah, he got it. It looked like maybe it was Robert McGee on the other squad. Like he just got handled. He just looked like he wasn't fully checked in, but he also was getting handled like physically. So I don't know, man.
Mm,
That's a good point though, Jay. Maybe
it
coach
is.
asked him, or maybe coach was blocking him for playing for other teams. But why would they have him come there? Or were they told not to get him involved? I don't know. Was it punishment? It's a good point. It's a good point.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I don't know, man. So I'm gonna keep my bit short because honestly, my whole thing was
I'm
around
sorry.
Phenom.
My
No,
bad.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's all good. It's all good. So my whole thing, everybody knows I've been talking about it for the past couple of days since the rosters were announced for the tournament and everything like that. I wanted to see. I wanted to have my Teddy Long moment, man. Since you two want to fight so bad, I want to have the whole thing. I didn't get it. I didn't get it because Phenom and the boys got bounced out in the first round, and I'm disappointed because I really wanted to see it. Really wanted to see them two play in the finals. That's a good storyline for everything that happened. I wanted it. I didn't get it. And Phenom, I don't know, man. I don't know. I agree with you, Yells. If he did have 1 foot out the door, this may have been that second foot going out as well.
Yeah.
The
Clank.
result of the
That's
game
that's the door
may have
slamming.
impacted him. Yep.
Yeah. Clank.
But I mean, who knows? I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if I can talk to him at some point and see if I can get something from him. Maybe if I don't, whatever. But hopefully we can talk, Lorenzo. If you're listening to this, hopefully we can talk.
Mm.
And I just want to get your thoughts
Mm.
and see what you think. What's going on? Let me know. We can chat. That's it. Leave it at that.
Well, look, hey, we've been posted up for a minute, Jay. We've been posted up for a minute, B-Ron. You know what that means. You only get three in the key, so that's our three. But I think we may have overstayed our welcome in this paint. We may be headed to that free throw line for a technical foul. Jay, quick, you can't back out of this question. If your brother would not have made the call and said, "I need you down here at Yacht Club," this your first free throw shot, right? If he said would not have given you that call, what teams would you have been looking at?
Yeah.
Good question.
Nah, if he didn't call, I probably would have, stayed in VA. I probably, went
Oh,
to Run DMV.
Run
You know, that's
DMV, Beast of the East. Would you have been looking at them at all?
Beast of the East, Queen City.
Oh,
You know,
all right.
I would have. I mean, I'd be staying on the East Coast.
All right.
You know,
Well,
Okay.
so
well. Your brother called you, so we're not gonna push too hard. All right. So one more for you. The jerseys, man. I done heard a lot of people had something to say about the jerseys one way or another. Are you concerned with how they look, or are you just worried about balling out, or you think you're gonna be balling out in style? Which one?
the arena is real nice. That's all I can say. Regardless, I'm gonna be balling regardless. So
He avoided the question entirely.
Yes, he
You love
did.
to see it.
He love. I got one more for you. So these are my last little three in the key, right? These are technical. Jay, Pepsi or Coke?
cool.
All right, B Ron, I'm done, man.
I'll
You
allow
got
it.
anything before we
Fair
get
enough.
out of here?
I got nothing else for y'all. Happy New Year. I believe it's the first episode of the new year.
Mm-hmm.
So just let's have a good year, y'all.
Yeah.
Have a good year. Recruiting windows coming up. Players, coaches continue to talk to one another, make those connections, make the right choice for yourselves as a team and as a player. And we got games coming up. Regular season will be starting here pretty soon. Scrimmage is starting up pretty soon. So get ready. If you thought it was good now, oh boy, get ready. Real deals
Yes.
coming.
Yes,
Real
indeed.
deals coming.
Appreciate you joining us this morning, Jay. Appreciate you all as always, B. Ron. Good luck to
You
you
got
this
it.
upcoming season, Jay.
Thank you. Thank
Tell
you.
Coach tell him we said hello and thanks for being a good big bro. We need more of those in the world. Other than that, man,
I got you.
this has been the post up, and we'll catch you guys next time. We out of here. Peace.